Greetings. Today I'm going to show you a quick, easy, and best of all, free way for you to generate QR codes for documents that you upload online. Now, throughout this, I'm going to refer to QR codes. And if you want to learn more about what a QR code is, if you go to the Area 66 webpage and just search for QR code, it'll pop you up with an example of how Melody Rice of Rockbrook Elementary is using QR codes in her class, as well as a QR code basics page. And you can go here, this QR code introduction and basic, to learn more about what a QR code is and see some classroom examples of how you might use QR codes. The quick version is a QR code is simply an image like the one you see here that can be scanned by a smartphone or a computer or an iPad, and then it converts that code into a text. And that text is most often a web link that takes that user then to a website. There are many places on the web that you can generate these QR codes. Two places that I really like, though, are one called goqr.me. And if you type goqr.me, it'll take you to the QR code generator, where you select what kind of information you're going to put into the card, and then submit that information, and it generates a code for you. So let me show you this. If I want to have a link to maybe one of the wiki sites, I can type in that web address. And so I'm going to type in ideas.westside66.org, and you'll see as I'm typing it in, it's generating a preview of that code. Now I can go ahead and I can click the download button, and then that's going to generate a QR code that I can save here then as either a PNG file or a JPEG file. I can even choose if I want to make that file bigger or smaller. The default is pretty good. If you keep it at 400, that's pretty good. I'm going to save this as a JPEG file, and it's going to download it, and you'll see when it opens up, this is my QR code. Now, if I were to scan this with an iPhone or an iPad, that would take me directly to the school's wiki site, which is pretty neat. You can do some more things with it. A different website that I like that's a little more advanced and you can customize things a little bit easier is called QRStuff.com. And QRStuff.com works very, very similarly to the goqr.me. It walks you through the process, so I select what website data I would like to use. And so in this case, I'm going to just do a website again. I can type in that same URL, the ideas.westside66.org, and I can see my preview. Now this one gives me a little more options that I can customize, and so if I wanted to have, different colors, you can see here I can make a green QR code, or if I wanted to make a purple QR code, I could, or a pink QR code. And then the same way like before, I can go ahead and I can select if I wanted to download, or if I wanted to print it, or even if I wanted to email that QR code to somebody. So that's a really quick, easy way using these two websites, goqr.me or qrstuff.com, to make visual links to websites. So now, how would you use this in your class? Well, one of the ways that I've used QR codes is as a quick link for parents to see PDF files on the web. So if you're sending home a newsletter and you want to have a link to a website, but maybe that web link is too long to remember to type in, you can generate a QR code, and then the parents or even students can take their phones, scan a picture of that image, and then it'll take them right to that page. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to go to the wiki server. In this case, I'm going to go to ideas.westside66.org, and I'm going to log in. Alright, on these wikis, I can go ahead and come up here and click the plus button, and I can select Upload File. Usually when you're doing a wiki page, you add a new page, but in this case, I just have one document that I want to share with everybody. And so I'm going to click Upload File to the practice wiki, and I'm going to search for that file. So now I notice here on my desktop, I have one that says Sample QR Code Lesson. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to upload that to the wiki. Now, once it finishes uploading, it's going to take me to the web page that's going to view that PDF right there. And now you can see that I can see the PDF that's right here, and this is what the user will see. If I wanted to share this or make a QR code out of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL there. So I'm going to go to Edit, Copy. I'm going to come back over here to my goqr.me page. I'm going to select the type of URL, and I'm going to paste that web address in there. Now notice I have my preview over here. I can click Download, save that as a JPEG, and now when it opens up, this QR code link is going to take me directly to this page, and then I can click and I can preview to make that bigger. So if I was going to go and say have a newsletter home, I could generate a QR code and that would take me to this PDF page. Or if I was doing a lesson and I was maybe posting some hints or the answers to a practice problem online, I could upload those as a PDF, and then on the worksheet that I gave the students, embed these QR codes next to each question. And then after the student worked out the problem, they could scan the QR code and it would take them to this web page that the answers would be located at, so they could check their work even from home. So those are just a couple of ways that you could use QR codes in your class. Many more are listed on the Area 66 page under the QR codes basic document. And you'll see there's some links to the QR code generators, as well as a link to that sample lesson plan if you want some ideas. A special shout out for this idea goes to Jeff Ingram of ESU3, who's done a lot of work with QR codes and made that sample lesson for us. Thank you, Jeff.